Yes, we do. A lot going on. David and Chris from Guido's and Cousin Vinny's this morning already have the hot water boiling, already have the spices out. Gentlemen, what are we making?
This is potato gnocchi. It's going to be a lot of fun to make and even better to eat. It's a really hands-on dish. You have to do a lot of rolling and pressing out. It's a really nice
potato gnocchi. I've always wondered how to say that. You see that G-N-O-C-C-H-I, and it's a pasta or potato?
It's a dumpling, actually. It is Italian for dumpling, and you can it can go with any sauce, but today we're going to do pesto. It's real
gnocchi.
pretty and green.
I'm probably going to say that a few times because now I like that word. That's going to be my word of the day, gnocchi.
And
okay.
It's like I said, it's a hands-on dish. We're going to get a little dirty too.
I like that. Okay, so some pesto here, some potatoes, some eggs. What else do we have? Talk about some spices.
This is spinach here. We've got a little toasted pine nuts that we're going to garnish it with. We're going to garnish with some tomatoes. And this is just to kind of showcase at Guido's. We do a lot of things just handmade that are really simple but good if you make them with your hands.
Very nice. And where are you located?
1709 Main Street, right next to City Hall in Daphne.
Okay, and Cousin Vinny's. Tell us how you're getting involved in here.
Well, Cousin Vinny's is in the same building as Guido's, and we take the same philosophy that Guido's uses, fresh ingredients, handmade stuff, and we apply it to pizzas and sandwiches.
Very nice.
We make everything from our salad dressing to our baguettes, which all of our sandwiches come on daily fresh. So it's really great to be in the same building and work with the same chefs and work on that same fresh ingredient aspect for the customers. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. We love fresh. How many eggs did you just put in there?
That is 6 eggs.
Okay.
We posted the recipe as well, and we go ahead and boil and cool the potatoes. So you can, a lot of people use a ricer, but I like to just crush them like that. The less you can stir the potato, the better the dumpling will be.
And that's where you get dirty. And how many potatoes?
2 cups of potatoes.
Okay. Wow, that looks really good. Okay, so I'm gonna let him mash up the potatoes. You're not gonna get in there?
No, I'm gonna do the clean stuff and dump in ingredients whenever he needs it.
Okay, we'll let him continue crumbling up the potatoes, doing the dirty stuff. In the meantime, you can get the recipe when you log on to our website, Studio 10 tab, fox10tv.com. Look for In the Kitchen, and we'll continue working on this when we come back.
All right, keeping it busy with a dynamic double duo, Guido's and Cousin Vinny's in the kitchen this morning. Y'all are right next to each other over in Daphne.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. We share the same building.
And that's what we were talking about in the last segment. A great place to go, either one, for fantastic family food, fun, and entertainment. Really cool to go check out and have an enjoyable meal. And you guys mentioned something cool, too. During the seasons, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Mardi Gras, all that kind of stuff, you guys are right along the parade route as well.
Oh, yes, sir. All of the Christmas parades, all the Mardi Gras parades, the streets get blocked off, and our restaurant is right there front and center. So if you get there before 6 o'clock, you are guaranteed the best seat in the house.
Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind for when those parades come around again, because you can have some fun food, be there, and have the best seat in the house. Like you said, really cool. And speaking of the food, what are we working on over there right now?
During the break is when we added all of our salt and ricotta cheese and Parmesan, and then we try to knead the dough, and we get to sections like this. This is where I was saying you use your hands a good bit, and yet we actually have to go clean up because it's a little messy process.
Hey, that's what it's all about. You got to get down and dirty in the kitchen.
That's right.
So, and this is the part in the recipe online. I mentioned that it takes a little touch, just a little finesse.
Sure.
Not really. You just tube them out like this, and then you press each one. Not too big.
Look at that.
And then you give it with your flour, just a little press there. That little indentation there helps to soak up the sauce that you cook it in.
Ah, so you get all those flavors in there.
To soak up this awesome pesto cream sauce we'll be making for the gnocchi.
And even the batch recipe, if you ever, when you make this at home, you can serve about half of it, and these freeze really well. They can save for the next time, and then you don't have to do all the work.
There you go. Everybody's looking for something they can do fast and convenient, so you can take your time with it the first time around, but have it ready to go for round 2. So you mentioned this pesto cream sauce. Is that something we want to wait till the third segment, or do you want to get that started right now?
We'll wait it right to the end.
All right.
And also, these can go in whatever sauce. Some people make them with tomato. At that stage, you could add crab or shrimp whatever you like.
My mouth is starting to water. All sounds so good. One more time, we mentioned you guys are right next to each other, but where is that location so the folks can come out and see it?
1709 Main Street.
1709 Main Street in downtown Daphne. Go check out Guido's and Cousin Vinny's. The phone number is online. They can go check that out because I don't think they're going to memorize it real quick like that unless they're mind geniuses, members of Mensa. But we got the recipe. We're cooking here in the kitchen. Everything is all good. We'll come back and check in and work on that pesto sauce in just a little bit, guys. Cherish.
Yeah, let's do this now because we want to see how things are going, and I can tell you they are going really good. David and Chris from Guido's and Cousin Vinny's making something yummy. We have some potatoes. Oh, they're starting to float, guys. Okay, I'll let you guys remind everybody what we've done. Tell everybody what we're doing.
At this point, we've began to boil them. I reserved some over here to show that we could still freeze them if we wanted to.
Okay.
Like this was the excess from the batch because nobody can eat that much gnocchi at one time. But we're going to go ahead and add our pesto and our cheese, and I like to add a little spinach. And just like you said, you can see the gnocchis beginning to float to the top.
So when the gnocchis start to float to the top, that's when you know they're ready.
Yeah, you want to give them just a little bit of time, but you don't want to give them too much time. They'll get kind of mushy.
Yeah, that's no good. Okay, so when I came over, I saw there's a little like duck platypus guy, and I had to ask about this little guy. He's standing right here in the middle, if you can get a shot of him. Now tell us about him.
This is for my kids. This is a toy of my sons, Christopher and Caden. And I told them I didn't know that I'd never been on television before. I didn't know I was going to be able to say hello to them. So this was my hello to my guys. Hey, buddies.
And there you go. You got to say hello. And Dad's doing a fantastic job. Okay, and you are mixing away over here.
Yeah, I'm making the pesto cream sauce for this gnocchi right here, which I also need to pull out of the water here.
All right, we'll let you do that.
Excuse me.
Dave, I'm going to add a little bit.
Okay, yes.
Squeeze of lemon to the sauce.
Now, while you're doing that, I want to make sure that everybody knows where they can find you and when, because you guys have a little bit, your hours are a little bit different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. The Cousin Vinny side is open 7 days a week from 11 until 9 o'clock, Monday through Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday we're open from 11 o'clock until 10 o'clock.
Okay, and Guido's?
Guido's is open 6 days a week, and we close from 2 to 5:30 to get ready for dinner because, like we said, we have a chalkboard menu, and it changes every day. And the great part about that is we're not limited to or set to a certain structure of what we always have. We always have favorites, but we always have new stuff too.
A lot of fresh, good food. All right, so you're mixing this all together. We're going to splash that around, so I'm going to back up.
Yep,
and this is basically it. You can get the recipe when you log on to our website. It's under the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. It's looking fantastic. I know we have to go to break, guys, but here it is. Smells good, looks good, and we will be back in just a few minutes. Looks fantastic. Cannot wait to taste that. I think I'm going to have some for breakfast.
That sounds like a plan.
A second breakfast.
Well, for us, for our schedule, it's more like lunch, right?
In about an hour, it'll be lunch.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice.
Or brunch.
It could be.
There
Well,
you go,
brunch
combining the best of both worlds.
Oh, very good. Okay, so how is the weather going to be? Because so